So finding ourselves now in Shavasana, lying on the earth, feet spread wide, arms away from the body. Simply taking a moment and just feeling the heaviness of the body as being drawn to the earth, to the center of the earth where gravity, this incredible force, calls us down. So let your body release. Stay low. Feel the weight of the feet, the calves, the thighs, the buttocks. Notice the shoulder blades. Feel your shoulders and along the backs of the arms. Begin to become aware of your breath. And notice the silkiness of the breath as it slides in and out of the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. Letting the breath begin in the belly and grow up the torso, through the chest, right up to the collarbone. And exhaling out through the mouth. Long and slow, full and complete. Let yourself stay heavy here. Relax. Gently drop and turn your head to the left and let the left earlobe land on the floor. Feel the stretch on the outside of the neck. Breathe. Use an inhale. Bring your eyes to look up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, turn the head to face to the right, trying to bring the right ear down onto the earth. As though you're listening to the sound of the earth through the right ear. Feel the stretch and the tension along the left side of the neck. Inhale, bring your eyes back up, bend the elbows and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, making little circles in one direction, and changing the direction of those circles, moving and moving. Drawing the legs together, inhale, reach your arms over your head and give yourself a big full stretch. Just like you do first thing in the morning. Arch the back. Point your toes, flex your toes. Stretch long in your body. And relax. Slide the knees up towards the chest. Grab a hold of your shins and give yourself a gentle squeeze. Pulling the knees into the chest. Lifting the head and shoulders up, drawing the nose towards the knees. Rounding the back. And exhaling, releasing everything down. Feet come on the floor, arms out in a T shape. Drop your knees to the left as your gaze looks to the right. Inhale, look up, bring the knees up. Exhale, drop your knees to the right as you look to the left. Inhale, everything comes up. Exhale, alternating now side to side, gently moving the legs side to side, turning the head in opposite directions. The inhale lifts the knees up, and the exhale lowers the legs down. Next time your knees come up to center, I'll have you hold. Take the arms alongside body, palms facing the earth. Touch the heels with your fingertips. With your feet about hip-width apart. Inhale, gently lift the hips up to the sky, and exhale, lower down, bridge pose. Inhale, push into the feet. Lift up your hips, push the shoulders down. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, lower your hips down. Inhale, lift everything back up again, maybe a little higher than the last time. And exhale with control, slowly lower the hips back down to the earth. Pause. Inhale, lift up again high, little higher, hold, and exhale, lower those hips back down. Pause. Notice your body. Feel what's going on. Option to continue like that, or inhale, lift your hips and take those arms up to the sky and over the head, touching the knuckles to the floor. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lift your hips, take the arms up and over your head. Exhale, sweep the arms back alongside body. Inhale, lift up again, nice and high, arms reach forward. Exhale, sweep the arms back alongside body. Inhale, let's go up again. One more time, nice and high up to the sky. And exhale, lower everything back down to the mat. Grab the knees up into your chest. Give yourself another squeeze. Keep your head and shoulders on the mat. Moving into wind relieving pose, let the left leg go long, keeping the right knee drawn up and towards the chest. Push through the heel of the left foot, inhale. As you exhale, pull that right knee up towards the right shoulder as you compress the right thigh alongside. Let every inhale lengthen and strengthen the left side. Let every exhale gently pull and squeeze right side. Release your right leg, let it go long. Inhale, bring the left knee in. Interlace the fingers, maybe in a non-dominant way. Start with the inhale, push your right heel towards the back of the room. Exhale, squeeze and pull, left knee, left shoulder. Inhale, push that right foot away. Exhale, squeeze and pull that left knee right up into the left shoulder. Now make some room with your arms and draw that right knee back up. So both knees into the chest. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, squeeze thighs against belly. Inhale, big belly breath. Push those thighs against your thighs. Exhale, squeeze the thighs down into the belly. One more breath in. One more breath out. Now just take a hold of your knees and start to make little circles with the knees, like you're making little figure eights, meeting in the middle and then making them nice and wide to the outside. All in one direction. Now change directions, move in the opposite directions, getting into the hips, opening them out. Nice and long, nice and slow. Now take your feet towards the sky, reach between those knees and reach for the inside soles of your feet. Spread your knees wide. Kick the feet towards the sky and at the same time use the strength of your arms and try to pull those knees down along the side of your body. Now take a moment here, reposition your hands, take them to the outside, the knife edge of your feet. Pull those feet together, soles touching. Lift your head and shoulders up. Inhale, extend your left leg to where the ceiling and wall meet on the left side. Bring your feet together. Exhale, send the right leg out. Bring that in. And now both legs, big capital letter V, extend them all the way out. Bring the soles of the feet back together. And now extend your feet right up towards the sky. Working on some ab work here. Go ahead, maybe support the hips with your hands. Feet extended towards the sky. Flex your toes back towards your face. Breathe in. Lower your feet halfway down towards the wall behind you. Inhale. Exhale, lower your feet down to about 2 inches from the floor. Lift your head and shoulders. Spread your feet wide. Bring them back together. Spread your feet wide and bring them back together. Spread your feet wide and bring them back together. Lower your head and shoulders. Inhale, bring those feet all the way back up to the sky. Push through the heels, flex the toes towards your face. Push through the right heel. Exhale, lower just the left leg down to a hover. Inhale, lift that left leg back up. Push through the left leg. Inhale. Exhale, lower the right leg all the way down to a hover. And inhale, bring that right leg back up. Push through both heels. Inhale. Exhale, lower both feet a third of the way down. Breathe in. Exhale, lower both feet 2/3 of the way down. Inhale. Now lower both feet down to that 2-inch mark. Pull the belly to the spine, lift your head and shoulders. Point your toes and now kick your feet like you're wading in the pool. Kicking your feet, clicking a little harder, you're sinking here. Kick your feet. Kick, 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 kick. Keep kicking, keep kicking, keep kicking. Real stop kicking, lower head and shoulders. Engage your core and inhale, bring your feet all the way back up to the sky. Push through the heels. Inhale, lower your right foot all the way down to a hover. And inhale, bring that right foot back up. Breathe in. Exhale, lower your left foot all the way down to a hover. And inhale, bring that left foot all the way back up. Push through your heels, inhale. Exhale, lower them down 1/3 way, inhale. Exhale, down 2/3 way, inhale. Now, all the way down to that hover, that 2-inch mark, lift your head and shoulders. Scissoring the legs, right over left, left over right over left over right. Keep doing that all the way up to the sky, all the way up, kicking, kicking. Head and shoulders down, knees to chest, oh my. Rocking back and forth, side to side, letting it go. Oof. Working a little hard there. All right. Bringing your feet down onto the floor. Take your left arm over your head. You're going to roll over onto the left side of your body. Snuggle the knees up into your chest. Take a moment here and maybe set an intention for your practice. It's always great setting a goal, setting an objective of what it is that we want to do in our practice. In the same way that each and every day, it's really important. We set an intention for the day. It might be something simple. It might be something complex. Right now, thinking of going to the grocery store was really a complex thought. Whereas keeping myself sane, keeping my house, manageable, keeping myself healthy, those are the things I can maintain today. And those are the things I'm looking after. So what's your intention tonight? Right hand on the mat, push into the right hand, and we'll bring ourselves up onto our hands and knees in a tabletop position. Bring the heels of the hands under our shoulders, separating the knees so they're about hip-width apart, tops of the feet on the mat. Starting with cat and cow, take an inhale, push your belly to the floor, lift your head and shoulders up, look up. Exhale, bring the chin to the chest and arch your back like an angry cow. Breathing in, lifting the head, pushing the shoulders down and up. Exhaling, rounding the spine, pulling the belly up towards the spine. Inhale and exhale. Moving in your own breath, your own time. Arching the back, pulling the belly up to the spine, tucking the tail down. Just a couple more breaths here. Warming the body from the inside and the outside. Now come on back to a neutral spine. And just start to move your body organically. Let's move our belly up towards our right wrist. Slide the belly to the left wrist. Bring your hips down to the right heel, over to the left heel, making this big circle, a figure 8. Right hip, left hip, belly over the right wrist, the left wrist, and we'll stop and let's just go in the opposite direction. Hips back to the left heel, to the right heel, belly over the left wrist, to the right wrist. Bring your belly back to the left heel, over to the right heel, belly towards your left wrist and to your right wrist. One more time, back to the left hip, to the right hip, belly to left wrist, right wrist. Let's come back to a tabletop. Now keeping the knees that same distance apart, bring your hips back by your heels, stretch the spine. Come forward now, drop your hips down towards the earth, roll your shoulders back, upward facing dog. Pull the belly to the spine, bring the chin to the chest, push your hips all the way back into our modified child's pose. Come forward again, into our upward facing dog, drop the hips, roll the shoulders back, open through the collarbone, lift the head, pull the belly to the spine, bring the chin to the chest, and bring your hips all the way back towards your heels. Come forward again, Drop the hips, roll the shoulders back, crown of the head thrusting to the earth. Exhale, come on back. Come back onto hands and knees, back into our tabletop. Extend the right foot back. Now reach the right foot over to the left side as far as you can. Think of a rainbow now. Lift your right foot up, back to the right. Bring it as far right as you can. And then lift that right foot up in a big rainbow and step it all the way back behind your left foot. Inhale, you're bringing that right foot over and bringing it all the way back. Just creating a big rainbow. Tapping the floor to the outside of your left foot. Big swoop with the right leg as far right as you can go. And then bringing that right foot all the way back. Keep going. One more, two more times. Keep it lifting nice and high. And now release. Come on back to your tabletop. Let's do that on the other side. Extend the left leg straight back, tap the toe. Bring the left foot as far to the right as you can, and then sweep the leg up high. Bring it as far to the left as you can. Tap the toe to the left of the body, and then inhale. Bring the left leg in a big rainbow up and over. Tap the toe to the right side. Here you go. Inhale. Sweeping it in that big rainbow pattern from the left side to the right side of your body, lifting the leg as high as you can. Long, straight leg. Shifting through the hips. Great work. Come on back to tabletop. Move yourself around. Now we're moving into downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. When you're ready, lifting your hips up to the sky. Taking a moment just to simply walk out that dog. Bending the one knee, pushing the opposite heel to the mat, stepping and pedaling back and forth. Spreading the fingers wide. Now look up towards your hands. Make sure those wrist creases are parallel to the top of the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Let them slide down the back. Inhale, come up high up onto your tippy toes. Get into those toe joints. And exhale, push those heels to the mat, keeping your hips nice and high. Inhale, come up high onto your tippy toes. And exhale, slowly lower those heels towards the mat. Don't worry if they don't touch. Inhale again, high up on the tippy toes. This time, bend your knees towards the mat and hover those knees inches from the floor. Stay for a breath. And then inhale, lift your hips up. And exhale, push your heels down towards the floor. Look up towards your hands. Bend your knees, take little wee steps. Walk your feet up in between your hands. Let your head be heavy here. Shake your head yes and no. Grabbing for opposite elbows when you're ready. And just moving that whole upper torso just gently from side to side, like a pendulum in an old grandfather clock. Again, just imagining the spine compressing during the day as gravity crushes us down. This little inversion helps so much. Now take an inhale, come up halfway and lengthen the spine. Squeeze the shoulder blades, pull the belly in. Exhale, forward fold, pull the belly to the spine. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, arm long, chin away from chest. Exhale, forward fold, drop the head, surrender. Inhale again, come up halfway. Extend the tailbone towards the back of the room. Keep a soft bend in the knees. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to ragdoll our body up to stand. So letting the arms just hang, slowly stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Build your body all the way up. Draw the arms all the way up and over your head. Reach up, look up. Spread your fingers wide, drop the shoulders down. Pull the belly in. Let your heart lift. Bring your palms come together. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Touch your thumbs to the sternum in the middle of your chest. Bow your head. Feel the breath caressing the fingertips. Feel the beating of your heart. Release your arms. Inhale, sweep them up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold all the way to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up. Inhale, reach up, look up, and stretch up. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Arms alongside body. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, forward fold all the way to the earth. Halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back, step your right foot back, high plank. Lower down to your knees and curl your toes. Lower your body down in a long line, belly, chest, and nose touch. Inhale, just lift your head and shoulders. No weight in the hands, using the strength of the lower back. Exhale, nose to the mat. Inhale, engage your core again, lifting just head and shoulders. Push the pubic bone down, tops of the feet pushing down. Exhale, nose to mat. Now come up onto your fingertips. Hands just off the mat, shoulder width apart. Inhale, lift all the way up. Right up, belly buttons lifted. Shoulder blades pulling together. Open through your collarbone. Exhale, gently lower everything back down. Hands under the shoulders. Inhale, push yourself to hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Exhale, lift your hips up high. Downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Push the heels down. Lift the hips high. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Soft bend in the knees. Fingertips pushing into the mat. Long spine. Look up between your hands, bend your knees, step, float, or hop your feet in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive your arms, take them out wide, reach up and look up, stretch up. Again, bring the hands back to the heart. Inhale, arms alongside the body, sweep them up to the sky. We're forward fold, hands through heart center. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, step back, left foot, right foot, high plank, breathe in. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga, option to use your knees. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, right leg lifts up. Bend right knee, fire hydrant pose. Take a peek under your right arm. Keep lifting the knee higher, keep squeezing the foot towards the butt. Push that left heel down as you open up through the right side. Now, square your hips and deliver that right foot up by the right thumb. Stay high up on the left leg. Root down left hand, sweep right arm to sky, twisting to the right. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Drop your left knee. Inhale, bring your hands up onto your right thigh, square your hips. Tuck your tail down. Reach your arms forward. Take right thumb on top of left. And inhale, take your arms up. Hold the belly in, lift up your heart, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep the shoulders soft. Push your hips forward and down. Bring your palms together, slide them down to your heart. Frame your front foot. Lift the left knee, rock back, step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift at the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive the arms, rise all the way up. Palms come together and swan dive, come all the way back down. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Left foot back, right foot back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Root down, right foot, left leg high. Bend the left knee, open left hip. Fire hydrant pose. Try not to load all the weight in that right arm. Keep pushing down through the left hand, but you're lifting that left knee high, squeezing the foot towards the bum. Now straighten the legs, square the hips, step the left foot up by the left thumb. Root down right hand, left arm reaches up, stacking left shoulder above right. Tucking right side body opening, opening your left side up. Lengthen from heel to the crown of the head, fingertip of the right hand, fingertip of the left hand. Exhale, lower left hand down. Drop right knee down. Sink your hips. Inhale, hands up onto the left thigh. Tuck your tail. Reach your arms forward, left thumb on top of right. Inhale, reach your arms up. Relax through the shoulders. Square your hips. Tuck your tail down. Lift your heart up. Hands to heart, fingers to the floor. Frame your foot. Rock back, step the right foot forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Swan dive, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another breath in. Full breath out. Bring your big toes together, heels apart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Squeeze the legs together, sit down into your chair pose. Drop your shoulders, bring the weight in towards your heels. New pose for you guys. Reach back, come up onto your toes. This is diver pose. Lift up high on your toes. How high can you get up on your toes? Just like you're diving into the pool. Now back to chair pose, heels on the ground. Reach your arms up. Come back to diver pose again. Bring the weight to your toes. Lift your toes up. Reach behind you. Fingers spread wide. High up on the toes, high as you can. Now drop your heels down and inhale. Bring your arms back up, chair pose. We're going to go back to diver pose one more time. Here we go. Lift up, lift those heels nice and high, nice and high. Looking forward. Now drop the heels. Inhale. Bring them all the way up. Now forward fold. Fingertips all the way to the ground. Halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Step back, high plank, breathe in. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, right steps through. Warrior one. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Pull the right hip back, bring the left hip forward. That right toe is pointing to 12 o'clock, the left toe about 10 o'clock. You're not on a tightrope here. You want to be able to square your hips to the front. Now take your arms out like goddess arms. Fingers are wide, shoulder blades squeezing together. Pull the belly in, lift up your heart, bring your arms together. Here again, inhale, fists of fire. Inhale, fists of fire. Reach up, let it all go here. Inhale, reach up high, and exhale, let it go. Inhale. Inhale, let me hear you. Reach up, hands to heart, fingers to the floor. Step back, high plank. Moving into side plank now. Right hand stays on the ground, left foot stacks. Right hand reaches up. Hips lift high. Left arm stacked above right arm. Lift your hips a little higher. Left hand comes down, high plank. Push yourself back to downward facing dog. Working hard there, guys. Good work. Inhaling and exhaling. Look up to your hands, bend your knees, step or even hop your feet in between your hands. Halfway lift, exhale, fold, reverse swan, come all the way up. Now sit right back into that chair pose. Find yourself in the diver pose, high up in the toes, lift the heels. Drop the heels down, reach the arms up, chair pose. Again into diver pose, lift up on your toes, reach back, and then reach up into chair pose. Forward fold all the way down. Half lift, exhale, fold, step back, high plank, lower down, chaturanga, inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left leg lifts up, step it through, warrior one, right heel on the mat, square your hips. Inhale when you're ready, arms reach forward and up. Reach up to the sky. Square your hips to the top of your mat. Pull the left hip back, bring the right hip forward. Pull the belly in. Knit your lower ribs together. Let your heart lift. Finding our cactus, our goddess arms. Taking the arms out to the side, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Fingers spread wide. Keep your spine long. Keep your belly in. Looking, leg, fists of fire. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, ha! Inhale, up, ha! Inhale, reach up. Sweep the arms alongside you, ha! Again, inhale, ha! Reach up, inhale, ha! Inhale, ha! Inhale, hands to heart. Fingers to the floor. Step that left foot back, high plank. Now bring your right foot on top of your left foot. Weight into the left arm. Reach your right arm up. Side plank, other side. Lift that right hip a little bit higher. Modify as you need to. Maybe taking that right foot in front of the left knee. Now coming back, right hand onto the mat, lifting your hips up, downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. We working hard here, guys. Really good work. Hips lifting high, heels pushing low, long line, fingertips to hips. Look up to your hands, bend your knees, step, hop, or float your feet in between your hands. Halfway lift, Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. This is our pause. Pause of our life. Going on all around us. Good things can catch up to us here. We've been working so fast. We've been moving so quickly. It all can arise. Release your arms alongside you. Inhale, sweep them up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Find your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Step back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Step your right foot by your right thumb. Scissor the thighs together. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. High up on the left toes, heel above toe. Scissoring the thighs together, right hip back, left hip forward. Keep that right knee right above the right ankle. Soft through the shoulders. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, transition warrior two, right hand forward, left hand back. Take a moment, turn your hands up, turn them down. Feel your shoulders engage. Feel as though the heels are pulling towards one another. A little bit of vinyasa. Inhale, bring your arms up and over your head. Straighten your right leg. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach long. And then inhale, bring your arms up over your head. Straighten the right leg. Hands to heart, back to warrior two. Do this again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Exhale, reaching forward. Right away into our exalted warrior. Left hand on back thigh. Right hand overhead. Walking that left fingertips down the left leg. As the right arm reaches over the head, we look under that right bicep, up towards the right thumb. Inhale, come on back to warrior two. Now straighten the right leg. Send your left hip back to the left side. Coming into Trikonasana. Reach forward and then bring the right fingertips down to the right leg. Left arm reaches up. Look up towards the thumb of the left hand. Tuck your right hip underneath you. Send the energy of the left hip down to the left foot. Now bring the left hand down, frame your front foot, step the left foot halfway in. Moving into a twisted triangle here. Left hand stays to the inside of the right foot, and you extend that right arm up, twisting to your right, looking up towards your right hand, dropping the left shoulder down. This is a great place for a block. Bring the right hand back down to the ground, frame that front foot, rock back and step the left foot forward. Take your hands to your shins, neutralize the spine by a halfway lift. And as you exhale, forward fold. Reverse swan dive your arms again, all the way to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands back to your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Release your arms. Inhale, sweep them up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, fingertips touch the earth. Halfway lift, spine is long. Exhale, fold, fingers on the floor. Step back to that high plank. Forward and down, chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing dog. Push into your right foot, left leg lifts up. Step your left foot through for crescent lunge. Scissor the thighs together. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lunge deeply into that left knee. Straighten that right leg as best you can. Keep your tail tucked under. Pull the belly in, lift up your heart. Maybe take your gaze up. Find a little bit of a back bend here. Inhale, lift up. As you exhale, transition warrior two. Left hand forward, right hand back. Coming into our vinyasa, straightening the left leg, hands above the head. Exhale to the heart, lengthen. Inhale, arms above the head. Hands to heart, lengthen warrior two. Straighten that left leg again. Inhale, exhale, warrior two. Now, one more time, lift it all the way up. Sorry about that, guys. And exhale, warrior two. Exalted warrior, left palm to the sky, right hand on right thigh. Inhale, take your left arm up and over your head. Take your gaze again under that left bicep, looking up towards the left thumb. Challenge yourself. Walk that right fingertip down the side body. Feel the compression in that right hip. Inhale, come on back to warrior two. Straighten that left leg, slide your right hip back, reach forward, left fingers to the leg, right arm to the sky. So again, the envision of being between two panes of glass, making our body as narrow as possible so that left hip tucking underneath us, right hip, energy down towards right heel. Feel the heat of the toaster here. Now bring your right hand down, frame that left foot, step the right foot in about halfway, setting up for our twisted triangle. The right hand comes to the inside of the left leg. Drop your right shoulder down and then lift the left arm up towards the sky. A more intense version of this, of course, is having the right hand to the baby toe edge of the left foot, trying to get both legs straight, trying to keep our hips square, pulling that left hip back. Now bring your left hand down, frame that front left foot, and step your right foot up to meet the left. Hands on shins, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Working hard, breathing in, breathing out, filling up, and letting go. Now we'll take a walk to the back of our mat. Going to set up for some balancing poses here. So from the back of the mat, feet together, arms alongside the body. Inhale, bring your arms up, soft bend in the knees. Take a step forward with your left foot. Come up high on the right toe. Keep hinging the body forward, moving our body into our airplane pose. Arms can gently sweep alongside body. So the thumbs are away from the body. Point the right foot towards the floor, trying to keep the right hip and left hip balanced and squared. See if you can shake your body like that big capital letter T. Lengthening through the crown, pushing through the heel. Now bring your hands to the heart, bend the right knee, bring it forward and up. Place the right foot in front of the left foot. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, bring the weight into that right foot as you start to hinge and lift the left leg up. Moving the torso just to the same extent as the leg lifting up. Arms can gently sweep down and reach towards the back of the room. Again, turning the palms to face down. Engaging those arms isometrically. Pretend you're pushing the palms down. Try to square the hips. Point that baby toe of the left foot to the ground. Now bend your knee, bring the hands to the heart, spring that knee forward, and place the left foot by the right foot, hands at heart. Reach your left arm up. Take your right hand and reach towards the back of the room. Bend your right knee. Grab a hold of the inside of that right foot. Setting up for dancer's pose. Knees and thighs to come together. Pull your belly in, tuck your tail down. Inhale, lift up your heart. Exhale, kick the right foot into the right hand. Try not to hinge yourself too forward. Think of this as more of a back bend. We just did a big forward fold. So lifting with your heart, kicking the foot into the hand. Carefully, slowly, come out of the pose. Release. Let's go to the other side. We're going to reach the right arm up. Turn the left palm so the thumb is facing the back of the room. Bend the left knee. Reach back and grab a hold of your foot. Now, we ideally want to take a hold of that foot from the big toe side. But if that's not available, whatever sides you got, bring your knees and thighs together. Start here, breathe in. As you exhale, kick the foot into the hand, slide the knee straight back. The toe is starting to point towards the sky. As you're kicking that left knee further and further back, reaching your right arm forward, lifting up your heart. And exhale, lets it all come back. Tadasana. Take a breath. Now bring your hands to your hips. Push into the left foot, lift up the right knee. Take the knee out to the side of the room as we set up for tree pose, Vrksasana. Help yourself place the foot against the inside of the leg. Now some of us might have it on the ankle today, balance might be suspect, maybe it's on your calf. Now we try to avoid the knee joint, maybe you can bring it right up into the thigh or even the hip crease. When you do find your balance, bring your hands to heart center. Fix your gaze on one spot. Option here to modify your tree pose. Maybe you want to show your branches, show your limbs. Maybe you want to reach up to the sky. Maybe you want to challenge your balance by looking up towards the sky. And bring your hands back to your heart, back to your hips. Bring the knee forward. Place that right foot down. Bring the weight into your left foot. Lift up your left knee. Take the left knee out to the side. And once again, help yourself. Place the foot against the side of the leg. Doesn't have to be like the other side. When you do find your balance, bring your hands to your heart. Fix your eyes on one spot. Feel the foot pushing into the leg and the matching pressure of leg into foot. Notice where the weight of the body is being carried in the right foot. Try to find the center of the foot. If you want to find that modification, now's the time. Go ahead, reach your arms up or take any position you want. Challenging the pose, being the strong tree that you are. Hands come back to your heart. Hands to hips, knee come forward. Foot on the floor, Tadasana. Just be. Feel your body. Feel the practice. Remind yourself of your intentions. Connect to the earth. Connect to the sky. This is you. Come to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold all the way to the earth. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold, drop your head, breathe out. Hands on the mat, knees are bent. Step the right foot back. Wiggle the toes further and further back. Drop the right knee down. Bring your left hand to the inside of the left knee. Heel toe the left foot out to the left edge of the mat. Turn your toes to face to 10 o'clock. Turn your left thigh to 10 o'clock. Place your left hand on the left thigh. And now look over your left shoulder. Try to drop the right hip to the ground. And feel the stretch of the right side body. Gently pushing the left thigh away from the hip. Connecting to the breath. Letting the breath hold you and strengthen you. Now, option here, if you're looking for a quad stretch, you can bend that right knee. Take the left hand from the thigh and reach back and grab a hold of that right foot. Now giving yourself a little bit more of a base for twisting and opening up to the left side of the body. Gently release your right foot. Bring the left hand down to the inside of that left leg. Square your hips to the front. Moving into gecko or lizard pose, walk your hands forward, gently lowering your hips down as you roll up onto the baby toe edge of that left foot. Keep pushing your heart forward towards your elbows. Drop your head if it feels comfortable for you. In our power class, if you're interested, we curl that right toe under and lift the right knee. But I think at this point it's nice just to feel the opening that we're feeling in the hip as we melt down towards the mat. Follow your breath. Let your breath be your awareness. There's a lot of sensation going on, I know. But let the breath hold you. Again, remembering our conversation earlier today about the moment you want to come out of the pose is when yoga really begins. All right, walk your hands back towards your body. And we're moving now into a pose called cow face. So cross your right leg, your right knee in front of your left knee. Spread your feet wide. And then you're going to sit your hips in between the heels. Take a look up at the mirror. I haven't cued this very properly for you. Take your hands behind you. Square your hips. Square your shoulders. And then you can stay just like that, or you can bring your hands forward and bring the weight of the torso on top of the legs. This is a really juicy hamstring stretch. Really gets into the hips. Lots of sensation. You will need your breath to keep you here. Let the breath be your awareness. Breathing in, finding the length through the spine, the energy in the body. And exhale, dispersing that energy, softening and rounding over the body. Stay with it. Just a little bit more. Relax your face. Unclench your teeth. Maybe walk the fingertips just a little further away from you. A little bit more space to move into. Stay here. Breathe. You've got this. Push into your hands. Slowly. Start walking your hands back up. Uncross your legs. Extend those legs out in front of you. And we're just going to spread the feet and then just windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Letting go and releasing. Side to side. All right, setting up for a reverse table. Arms behind you, fingers pointing towards the earth. Hip width apart and then lift up. Up you lift. Push into the right foot. Can you lift that left leg up to the sky? Now bring that left foot down. Now take your right foot up. Lift your right foot up high to the sky. And bring that right foot down. And then exhale, lower your hips back down to the sky. Come to the top of your mat. Pushing up into downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. Reclaiming our spine, strength and stamina. Push into your left foot, right leg lifts high. Stepping right foot by right thumb. Left knee drops to the ground. Take our right hand, right arm to the inside of the right knee. Walk the right leg out to the right side, pointing the right toes to 2 o'clock and the right thigh to 2 o'clock. Place your right hand on that right thigh and then peer over that right shoulder. Drop your left hip towards the ground. Keep your spine long. And let that left hip be soft. Moving into that little bit of a quad stretch here. Option, you can bend that left knee. You're going to take that right hand from the thigh, and you're going to reach that right hand back and grab a hold of the foot. And keep drawing that foot up towards the butt. Again, you're going to be looking over that right shoulder, trying to open up your heart to the sky, all the while squeezing the left heel towards your bum. Now that leg is loaded like a slingshot. So you know when we come out of this, do so very gently. Go ahead, release that leg. Bring both hands down to the mat, to the inside of the right leg. Coming into lizard, we're going to start walking our hands forward and lowering our hips towards the ground as we come down onto our elbows. Now, if you can't get all the way down, this is a great place for a pillow or a block, somewhere to lift the ground, lift the earth up to where you are. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Release the energy from the jaw. Soften through the abdominals, soften the hips. Can you just be soft inside all the sensation that's going on? Watch the movement of your breath. Let the breath guide you. Let the breath hold you in the pose through the sensations. We need to keep our focus, keep our attention when times get tough. We breathe. We do what we can. Let yourself relax. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just a couple more breaths. You got this. So healthy for us. All right, straighten the arms, push the hands in, walk your hands back. Now come on, just standing on your knees, you're going to cross the right knee in front of the left knee and then spread your feet wide. Squaring your hips, you're going to sit your hips back down now in between the heels of your feet, knees stacked on top of one another. So the idea here of cow face is the two knees
are the head, and I guess the big floppy ears are the feet. So you can use a block if you need to sort of create space if you've got lots of space between your legs. Take your hands behind you, find some length in the spine, and then walk your hands forward as far as you dare, as far as you can. And maybe bring the weight of the torso onto the legs and onto the knees. So we'll be here for a moment. So again, it's connection to the breath is really the key. Let the breath be your awareness. And as you breathe, scan your body and notice where energy is being used that doesn't have to be used. Notice where tension is being carried when you don't need to be carrying the tension. Soften and smooth your forehead. Relax your face. Unclench the teeth. Relax your jaw. Relax as you can through the shoulders, through the arms, through the fingers. Maybe walking the fingers now even forward. Now that the stretch is really starting to take shape, we can move a little deeper. Find a little bit more air, more space to get into. Breathe. A couple more breaths. Long and slow. Full and complete. Pushing into the hands, coming up onto the fingertips, and very gently walking the fingers back to the body. Once again, we're going to bring our legs forward, both feet on the floor. And we're just going to windshield wiper those knees again from side to side. And oh, does that feel good? Oh, yeah. Long and sweepy, wide to wide. Now release the legs, let them come wide. Take the flesh away from the seat bones. Inhale, reach your arms up, and then exhale, forward fold. Folding over the legs, taking the hands, letting them land wherever they might land, maybe on the shin, maybe the knees, or maybe all the way over to the feet. Soft bend in the knees, if you really want to get farther, will give you a little bit more length. Again, relax. Carefully, slowly walk the hands up to the body, pulling the right knee up into the chest, crossing right knee over long left leg. Take the right hand behind you. Inhale, reach your left arm up. And as you're twisting to the right, take the left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Push into the right hand. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist, looking to the right. Inhale, spine is long. Exhale, twisting from the base of the spine, the middle of the spine, right up into the shoulders. Take another breath in. Exhale, twist. One more time. And twist. Gently, slowly, let's release the twist. We'll just take our hands all the way to the other side and counter twist. And then coming back to center. Release the right leg long. Draw the left knee up into the chest and cross the left foot over the right knee. Take your right hand behind the body. Looking over the left shoulder, inhale the right arm up. Exhale, take the left elbow to that outside of that left thigh. Push into your left hand, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist as you look over the left shoulder. Let the twist begin from the bottom. Feel it at the base, then into the chest, and then into the shoulders. There's lots of flexibility in our neck. This is really about spine twisting. Let your inhale lengthen you. Let the exhale twist the body. Last time, breathe in and breathe out, release. Take both hands to the right side of the body, high up on the fingertips, spine is long. Counter twist and come back to center. Come back onto your mat, feet at the back of your mat, knees bent. We're going to reach our arms forward, and then the slowest carefulest move of our entire day, we're just going to slowly lower all the way down onto our back. Yes, this is final Shavasana. We made it. We got here. So coming to find ourselves where we began, taking the feet wide, letting the toes flop open, tucking the tailbone underneath the hips, pushing into the elbows and the back of the head to lift the shoulders, to tuck the shoulder blades under the heart. Tipping the chin just a millimeter towards the chest, lengthening the back of the neck, and taking the hands away from the body, palms face up. This is our Shavasana. Feeling the weight of the body, feeling the movement of the breath, feeling all the sensations of the practice, the tingling, the pressure, the trickle of sweat, the heat, the cold. Scanning the inner landscape of the body and noticing where any tension might be still being held. Noticing our feet, giving our feet permission to simply relax. Noticing our shins, knees, and thighs of the legs, and simply letting them be heavy. Releasing the buttocks, just letting it melt down into the earth, down into the mat. Relaxing along the sides of the body. Relaxing the lower back and the middle back and the upper back. Relaxing the belly. Relaxing the chest. Relaxing the hands, the arms. Feeling the heaviness and the softness through the shoulders. Relaxing in the neck. Relaxing the jaw, the cheeks, the eyes, the forehead, and the top of the head. Slowly start to deepen the breath. And ever so gently begin to make some small movements with your fingers and with your toes. Make some circles with your wrists and your ankles. And when you're ready, slide your legs together. Inhale, take your arms up and over your head. Stretch, big wake up stretch. Slide the knees, heels up towards the floor, draw the knees up into your chest, grab a hold of the shins and give yourself a big hug. Pull your nose right to your knees and then whisper quietly, I love you. Bring your feet down onto the floor. Take your left arm over your head, roll over onto that left side. Taking the right hand to the floor, pushing into the floor, bringing ourselves up into our simple seat, facing the front of the mat. So in whatever sitting position you are, invite the hands together at heart center. Touch your heart with your thumbs. Bow your head and honor your practice. Remember your intentions. This is your body. This is your place. Inhale, bring your hands up and touch your third eye with your thumbs, acknowledging the wisdom and the wise that's there. Thumbs come to the lips. You'll always speak your truth. Hands to heart. The light, the love, the compassion.
will shine brightly. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.